we go into the main event of the evening, the Stadium Stampede Match, the first ever. This is from the TIAA Bank Field, Jacksonville Jaguars Arena. The Inner Circle, which is Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, and Santana Ortiz. And the Elite, which is Kenny and Paige, Matt and Nick, and Matt Hardy. The little football outfits, they had their numbers, and they're like trying to explain the numbers. Like, all the numbers have meaning, but I guess no one ever told them the meaning for half of them, so they only know like 2 of them.
The one was like Hager's number was like his like college football number or some shit.
Yeah, Jericho or something's like there's a number of years or something. I don't know. It was just like, and then they gave up. There was like this awkward silence. Like, okay, whatever.
All these numbers have significance. Jericho's number 27 was the number his father wore as a star in the National Hockey League. 93 was the year that Sammy Guevara was born.
And Jake Hager played 2 years for the OU football team, didn't he?
Yeah, yes, he did.
They had the Jacksonville Jaguar cheerleaders there cheering them on. I was like, okay, and you know, this is JR's favorite part of the match. He's going crazy.
God, yeah, I was gonna say.
Going nuts. Start off early, right? And it's like they're just kind of brawling. And I was like, oh, okay, like this is what we're gonna get. That's cool. Pretty dope. Of course, that ain't even a fucking start of it.
No,
we don't even get near that. So Matt obviously has his ribs hurt, right? So that was a big part of this one too. The cheerleaders are cheering on during this whole thing here. But the best part here in the very beginning is Hangman makes his entrance, right? Because he doesn't join with the boys, but Hangman comes in late. Kenny's like, oh, don't worry. Hangman will come in here in just a minute. Hangman comes in on a fucking horse. And Sammy Guevara starts full sprinting.
Dude, fucking Matt Jackson does the praying moonsault off the goalpost. Like,
that was scary too because the goalpost was moving. I'm like, oh my god,
it was shaky as hell, and he was obviously already hurt too. Then Hangman was like searching for Sammy on the horse, and then he gets off the horse. And he says, "Stay," and he goes to the bar. Cool. Santana and Ortiz hit a double powerbomb through a barricade on Kenny, which was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
And then they go to the pool. Just before Hardy and I believe it was Santana are fighting in the pool, and Santana's like looking at Ortiz, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I can't swim." It's like this.
I can't swim. What do you mean you can't swim? Stop being a bitch.
Small,
3 feet of water.
It's like shallow water. Like, and he's like, he uses the ladder to climb down slowly to get into the pool. And they start, beating on Hardy. They dunk him under the water, and like, there's a shot underneath, like from the side, and you can see Matt Hardy throwing up his gang sign. He pops back up as Hardy Boys Matt Hardy. They dunk him back under. He's throwing up the He comes back up. It's fucking Matt Hardy version 1, which is like my favorite Matt Hardy. They show up the Matt facts.
They called it the matter of fact. I said, damn, this is crazy.
Just great. Then I think they dunk him back under one more time, and he comes back up as Damascus or whatever. Then Hardy starts beating him up. He backdrops. Like, he does a backdrop on Santana onto Ortiz, like through a table, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a table. Ortiz was on the table, I think.
And they also, like, there was a big bell there, and he rung that and, like, fucked Ortiz's shit up.
Well, they got
doing the Devon cell or whatever.
Yeah, the convulsing.
The bell tolls for thee, Ortiz!
Matt Hardy gets a wheelchair, and he sits Ortiz down it, and he says, "I must confine you to this pair of wheels." And he starts duct taping him to this wheelchair.
Why does he sound like Cornholio?
And he also he throws Santana into the ice box and like shuts it, and he says, "This is gonna help your inflammation."
This dude is a lunatic, dude, a complete maniac,
crazy.
So Jake Hagar is running around trying to find. He's like, "What the hell is going on? Where did this man go?" He sees the horse in the hallway. He's like, "Oh, okay. So I guess he went this way." So he goes towards the bar. Hangman Page is chilling, drinking. I think he's got some Jack Daniels over there, taking some shots. You know what I mean? Going crazy. Yeah. Jake Hagar walks up to this man, sits down beside him. He goes, "You trying to fight? You trying to drink?" He pours him a shot. He goes, "Hey, the same damn thing anyways." So they start fighting. I'm like, oh my God, this rules.
When fucking they smashed like 1,000,000 beer bottles over this dude's head.
They just kept doing it. He wouldn't fall. I'm like, oh, dude, this is tough. So anyways, Hagar and my man Hangman are fighting in this bar here. They do the John Wayne bar slide spot, which was so good. Oh my God.
That was awesome.
You knew it was coming, and like it was as
Yeah.
cool as you could fucking make it, honestly. I really, really like that. So after that, Kenny Omega comes into the group here. He's like, oh, hello. And he comes and starts fighting off against my man here, Hagar. They do this spot that we were talking about. Where it's like this makeshift buckshot lariat where Kenny like bends over and then he does a flip, like a resorte over Kenny's back, and then hits him with the lariat over the table. And it was so dope. So after that, they did a little toast.
Hangman had hard liquor and Kenny had the milk.
The milk, and then he actually got the milk in the scheisse. Fuck it. We cut back to the field and
oh my God.
Yeah, Matt starts hitting the Northern Light suplexes on Sammy.
They did way more.
100 yards.
100, and he spiked Sammy after it.
Oh, he took the RVD bump. That's right.
Yeah.
That ruled.
And like, I think Shivani legit popped for this. He's like, he did 100 yards.
And then fucking he's like celebrating, and Rick Knox throws down the fucking flag on him. He says, "Red flag."
They super kicks.
And he super kicks Rick Knox.
That's what you get, Rick Knox, you asshole.
And at the same time, Jericho and Nick Jackson are fighting. Jericho hits the Judas effect on the Jaguars mascot.
He came up to him and started doing like the cross chairs. Oh my God, this little dude's crazy.
And then he put the fucking cone on his head and went. Did it again.
Dude, Jericho, man, he's something, man.
Nick Jackson super kicked Jericho into the goal. Like the net that they
had.
Yeah,
there's a goal.
Yeah. And then Jericho, I think, pinned Nick Jackson off of something, and it was a 2 count, and Jericho threw the flag, and he challenged it. They had to go to a replay for the pin.
Oh, yeah, and Aubrey was like, you shouldn't even be in here.
Yeah, he had to go to the replay booth, and she says, no, it was a fair play. He says,
you're a shitty referee.
So, yeah, they do a spot where they set up Jericho on a table, and then Nick Jackson fucking does a sprint down the fucking 300 stairs, and then
Stadium stairs,
and then does a splash that was actually a really long ways away.
Yeah, it looked pretty stiff too. Like the table did not give on them.
That was rough. So after they do that spot, Hangman comes in. He's been drinking. He has the line marker, and he used the line marker on Jericho, went right through his fucking nuts.
Just over his face.
That ruled so much, dude. And then they did it again.
Oh my God.
They did it again. This is maybe one of my favorite visuals in pro wrestling ever, was Sammy looking up and then it pans over to Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega in the golf cart.
Better run, Sammy.
Oh no, the headlights are on.
That shot of him looking horrified as he notices what's going on here, and Matt and Kenny are just staring at him, and Kenny slowly slides out of the side and he points at him and they start chasing him.
I love this so much. So Sammy gets chased by the golf cart again. He actually gets away. So they get out of the golf cart and chase him down. They're on top of this box, and it's so like they're all wet because Sammy got woken up by
sprinklers.
Yeah, and he's like, I think I won this last man standing match. No, this is not a last man standing match. And then they get on top of this box, and dude, oh my God, I was so scared because like they were slipping all around and you could hear them slipping. I'm like, oh my God, he's not going to do a one-wing angel at this box, is he? So they get him on top of the box, and then Neo won. I'm guessing Neo Vanguard 1 here, which is the new one, comes in to distract Sammy Guevara, and that was a pretty cool spot. And then, dude,
what a sentence!
How fucking nuts was this?
He takes the fucking one-winged angel from the seats all the way down through this fucking just mess of bullshit.
The replay was, you have to see the replay because the camera angle they got for that was like, dude, that was like 20 feet in the air.
Sammy Guevara,
it was like a free fall.
Like him and Hangman, like I can't wait to see how their futures are. Like they're
incredible.
The future of this shit, bro. Like
everyone in this match will go down. I mean, this match will go down forever.
This is
an all timer, and it's not even close.
Unbelievable all timer. Yeah, this is like How long was it?
I don't even know. It could have gone on forever, and like I would have been okay.
I would have. Yeah, I would have been happy with that too. It's just like
I felt
this
like it was the
match
perfect time.
This is like the epitome. This paid off so many little things that like if you've been watching, like you were like paid back for being loyal to this company and knowing like all this shit. Like there was so much little shit in this that was like just everything hit here for me. This hit on all cylinders for me. This is like you said, an all fucking timer.
It went 34 minutes.
Didn't even feel like it.
No, I wish it would have went a fucking hour.
I wanted more when I was done. I was like, I want more.
Yeah, it was like 11:45. I was like, damn, they could have got 15 more out of this.
Here, Kenny Omega hit Sammy, the one winged angel, and then he went for the pin, and then Aubrey grabbed a ladder and then climbed up the ladder to make sure she could see the pin, which is awesome. And then they get the pin. Omega pins Sammy. The Elite are victorious, and then they Gatorade dump Kenny Omega. Yeah, that was cool. I was like, I can't believe they even put the little thing in there. That was dope.